Hello and welcome to another video on Jurassic World the game. Today's video I'm going to be covering my run from Hatchling to Dominator in the Darwinopterus Unlock tournament that was released today, December 6, 2019. Let's dive in. Alright, today's video is going to be about going on the Dominator run on the latest Shake the Earth tournament for the Darwinopterus. So let's go ahead and get in there and get started. I believe this is going to be a standard tournament, which means that we need to find our creatures here that we would normally use. Lepidoptera, Triceratops, and Iguanodon, and see if we get a decent matchup or if we get something crazy here. This helps determine how this tournament should. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be a standard tournament, so nothing crazy here. Fairly easy. Go ahead and swap out here. Force the swap of the pterosaur. Hope everybody is doing well on this Friday afternoon, getting ready for a seemingly relaxing weekend when compared to this last weekend in the game, which was very busy with the Thanksgiving weekend here in the States. But yeah, so really not a whole lot going on except for this tournament, which is it's a nice change of pace, I will admit. Not sure how this is going to play out here, since blocked on that first one. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, this might this will be fine. Should take us out here. Alright, so he's got one left. So we'll do 3. I didn't block. We didn't realize this was a level 11 Triceratops. So he's got one left. Okay, we're good. Can't remember how much the Labyrinthodontia had as attack. So 3 is enough. One more for the block, plus an extra one. No problem. Should be 29 trophies. See how far this moves us up in the ranks. All the way to 73 in Survivor. What kind of prizes will we get on the wheel today? Coins, those magical coins. Alright, level 73. Survivor. Don't think I need to do. No, okay. Alright, so this is. Where are you, my next team? My rares, where are you? There we go. This guy, and our friendly irritator to round it out. And this should give us approximately 30 trophies if this holds true to a standard tournament. See if it does. Maybe today I'll try to push some of the boundaries on some of these to see if what we can get away with, as far as if I can bring a smaller team or a lower team to the match and see if we can still do the match, or if it becomes undoable. gonna reserve out here. See if he decides to attack or if he looks to swap. Excellent, used all of them. Three, two, three. So we can't survive a two-shot. Let's see if he goes for it. Nope. Okay. Let's swap out here. You might actually go for all 7 sitting here, but you might swap out also. Let's see what happens. Yeah, perfect. Right. Yeah, so slow compared to standard PvE events. That's the only complaint I have about these tournaments is it takes such a long time for the computer to not only make its move, but then the actions, everything happening. Ludia, if you're listening, please think about putting in a speed up option on this. I know that it's intended for us to think that this is PvP actually against a player, but most of us know that it's not. So if you could please give us the option to speed up the, at least the animations in this, it would be fantastic. Oh, 31 trophies, okay, that's nice. Hunter, 97. Okay. Anything good on the wheel? Oh, VIP Mystery Pack is good because I've been getting a lot of bucks in these lately. Take it. Oh, got some super DNA in there too, even better. Very nice. Alright, Hunter 97. Let's see. I'm gonna hear some potential keyboard clacking in the background as I'm gonna look at maybe doing a lower level team here, but I want to calculate what the ferocity might be based on that team to see how far off the mark I can push it. 784 to 71. So let's see, this is, so normally I'd be somewhere in here for my next team. I kind of level 40 rares, but that's going to be for the upper end of Survivor. Since we crossed over into the lower end of Hunter, I'm gonna actually have any level 10 legendary amphibians. Apparently not, or at least not that are any decently low level. No, okay. So we will use a Diplotator. That's 58 and 158. We'll use a, oh no, Thesaurus. And T-Rex Gen 2. All right, so that team has got an average ferocity of 965. Typically in the mid-range of Hunter, I'm pushing about 1,500, and this is just slightly over what I would use in the upper ranges of Survivor. So we'll see what kind of a team we get thrown up against here. Okay, this is not a problem. I'm gonna calculate out what their team's ferocity is here real quick before they start going. Okay, so this team has a ferocity of 825. So my team 965, opponent's team 825. So I have a 14% advantage when you don't account for any class advantages. It's just based on raw data of the health and attack of the opponent's team, and as such, we should win this match. We have a 14% advantage. So if we don't win it, it means we did something wrong along the way. All right, so he's got 2 more left. I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 here. All right, just because it's gonna drop in his amphibian, which does not have an advantage against my herbivore. He could go all out and kill us, which would be okay if he does, because then he'll bring our amphibian, which will take out his amphibian, and we'll have no problem taking out his carnivore after that. Excellent. It's 2, reserve 2. Could have blocked for 2, but it's unnecessary, really. If he does decide to go for his all-out attack, it will kill us, but we'll have enough to take him out if he does do that. So he has to go for all 4. Can't kill us with 3, I don't think. We get to see T-Rex Gen 2 in action, which looks just like T-Rex Gen 1 with a different color pattern. While it's nice that they're introducing quote-unquote new creatures to the game, I would say that reusing an old model with a new color scheme is not exactly a new creature. Alright, so 32 trophies for that. Hunter 97. What do we get on the prize wheel? $20. It's not bad. Take it. It's 4 battles. Alright, so around this level, because before I'm usually using a, come on, you can slide, you can do it. Usually doing a team with about 1,500 average ferocity, which is kind of that typical of these guys. Yeah, it's typical of level 40 super rares. So I'm gonna try to sandbag it a little bit. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. This was level 47. Sorry, level 47 in Hunter. Oh my goodness, I clearly need to clean my screen. Does not want to scroll. Okay. So I'm gonna go slightly lower. I don't want to go too low though, because there's kind of a gap here. Let's see here. Let's try this guy. Darwinopterus. And finish it off with a Dimetron. That's basically the same thing as what I normally do, just different creatures. This is not much lower, so it's only going to drop it a little bit. Yeah, maybe we can go even lower. Let's see here. What do we have? Try. This is quite a bit lower, but it's got enough health that if it's a big mismatch, yeah, we'll go with this right here. So this is 1,470 ferocity. And we'll see what we get as a team matchup here. So normally in this range, I'm using 1560 to 1600 ferocity. So this is 100 points off of that roughly. And we'll see what kind of not only trophies do we get, but also what kind of matchup we get. See if this is going to be easier or harder or about the same. At first glance, it looks like it's going to be no problem. Let's check the ferocity of our team. That second creature has got a lot of health, and so does the. Okay, so this is almost a dead even match. My team has got 1,470 ferocity. Opponent's team has 1,465. So it's dead even. The only difference is class advantage, and unfortunately here my weakest creature has got the class advantage on his two creatures. It is nice to see that we've got a Gen 2 Velociraptor in the mix. It's always nice to see. My question is he going to attack here, or is he not? If he doesn't, we're okay. Okay, that's one, that's fine. Alright, so I'm going to swap in my Amagasaurus here, since I wouldn't really put this in against the Velociraptor, and so he can either attack and kill it, or he can swap out either way. It doesn't matter to me. But it's a way for me to pull in extra reserve points. Alright, so he's got 2 left. I'm going to go ahead and attack here. It's going to take 4 to kill him. I'm going to do 1 extra and reserve 2. Okay. And really, I didn't want to totally... if I killed him, great, but I didn't want to use up all of my points. Typically, there's no reason that we shouldn't win this at this point. 4, so he's got nothing left. So we'll do 2 here, and then reserve out. And the reason why I don't always go full out attack is it can generally put you in a better position if you guess on the low side, because then the computer has to account for the additional points that you didn't use, thinking that you're blocking with it. And so it tends to be a better option than full out attacking or using up all of your action points when you're not sure if it's blocking or not blocking. But alright, so game set match on that one. Let's see, how many trophies do we get? 32. Okay, it's better than my typical 30 I would have gotten with that higher ferocity. So that's good. Up to Predator. Predator rank 100. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Food. Food's good. I mean, food is better than coin. I'll give it that much. Alright, so Predator, usually I'm around 2,500 ferocity. So let's see, bottom of Predator. Where is my Ariops? There There it is. So usually I'm leading off with an Ernieops here, so I'm going to go down from him and pick something that's got slightly less. And then these don't have terribly high attacks, but sometimes extra health is good, so that you can withstand some mistakes. Okay, so this team here has got 2319. Do I want to swap something out for? Yeah, I'm gonna take out this guy. Put in this Q minus. Yeah, so this is 2241. So this is quite a bit less. But let's see what happens. Let's see what we get here. We're gonna get something crazy. Hopefully no Petros or Pterosaurs leading off. Okay, that's good. Oh, we got some fairly high attack there on that amphibian. Let's check the ferocity of this team. Okay, well, according to my math, make sure it's right. Yep, with that one herbivore that's fairly low. So we've got a pretty good advantage here, actually. So his team has got a 1,734 ferocity, and our team has 2,241. So we should have the advantage here. I'm going to reserve out here. Hopefully it goes for all four. Or it doesn't do anything at all. That would be okay also. Okay. So more than likely, since his next action stack is 4, he's got 4, he's probably blocking for 2 and reserving for 2. So it's gonna take 3, we'll do 2 extra, and we'll see where we land. Boom. And that's good because it brings in his weaker creature with 6, but he's gonna swap out, or he should swap out, because he can't kill us in 6 if he thinks we're blocking with 3. No, not sure what it's thinking about. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, but he should attack us now. Yep, okay. Perfect. So he's got no action points left. We're gonna go with 2 attack to kill him. And then reserve out the rest with 1 block. Yeah, so this is actually a fairly easy match, and let's see what kind of trophies we get. For the 2,500 ferocity, I was getting 29-ish trophies. So we'll see what we get here on this one. See if we get the 32 or potentially more trophies on this matchup. And as you increase your rank within each league, only 30 trophies. Okay, well that's better than 29, I guess. And it was a fairly easy match, so it's hard to kind of argue with that. It usually gets tougher, so you kind of gotta increase at the same rate. Toughness for 20 bucks. Take it. All right, so 75. 75. Let's see. All right, so usually about 2,700 ferocity here. So I'm actually gonna go with the team that I normally would have for the 80s in Predator, which would have been the Ernieops. Where are you? Okay, so it's this guy. 1368. And VIP. If I have, I do not, so I'll go with the Carpenter. Alright, so this is a ferocity of 25-15. So very typical for my hunter or predator 90 range. Let's see if the computer rewards us. Oh, it sort of does, but it gives us all amphibians, which is not the end of the world. It just does make things a little bit more interesting once we get down to our last creature, obviously. Alright, so we still have quite a bit of an advantage here. So 25, 100 average ferocity for us, and then 2,000 average ferocity for the opponent. Only 2,008, but for all intents and purposes, 2,000. So I'm going to actually swap in this guy and fodder him off, since he does not do much against any of these guys. Let's see if it attacks us now or if it's going to wait. It'd be great if it waits and gets some more reserve up. Alright, excellent. Because for whatever reason, the computer is assuming that I am blocking, and so it's going to take at least 3 to kill me. But if he does attack, I'll probably go all 4. Okay, excellent. Alright, so technically this is our heavy hitter now. Oh gosh, just shy. Since it's got 300, I'm gonna just block 2, reserve 3. Let's see. What's it gonna do? Shouldn't attack. Okay. So again, he is probably blocking for 2. Oh, he decided to block for an extra 1. And that's okay though, because he's gonna have 5, but he cannot. Can he kill us in 3? I don't think he can, so he might not go for it here. Oh, he did go for it, okay. So he's got 1 left. So we're gonna do 2 here. And he's got some decent attack, so we're gonna have to, okay. So hopefully he goes for all 5. That's gonna be the best case scenario here. Which typically they will do when it's 1 creature versus 1 creature, they'll go all out. Okay, yeah, they did enough. So he's got 2 left. It's only gonna take 3 to kill him. So we're good. A little bit closer than I would generally like it to be, but not the end of the world. It's only 30 trophies though. Right, so 49 predator. See if we get on the wheel. We're 75 DNA, it's not too shabby. Alright, so I'm actually going to do a team that's very similar. So, well, actually no, I am not. Because this is where I've clicked over into the upper half of Predator, which typically means a strength change on the opponent's side. So at 40, I'm typically doing a 3,100 ferocity, So I'm going to stick with 3,000 and see, or right around 3,000 anyways. So that is going to be some level 40s here. Oh gosh, I went too far. Not paying attention, I'm scrolling. Okay. So let's go with this guy. Let's do Serious. And go with Indominus here. Alright, so that's 3264, so that's too much. So let's take it down a notch here. Go with that is alright, so that's 3090. So that's right in the range. Let's see what kind of opponent we get here. Because I'm guessing this is going to be a much more difficult matchup, but we'll find out here. And it looks to be that way based on the high health of the first two creatures. Yeah, okay, so in this scenario, I'm going to keep this guy here. In this scenario, we've got 3,090 average ferocity score for our team, and what we're facing off against here has an average ferocity of 3,251. So the opponent has a 5% advantage over us. And so I'm going to actually reserve out here. Let's see if he decides to attack or not. Does. And what I was not paying attention to, and I should have, was he blocking at all? Could he block 1, 2, and do an extra one just in case. I'm gonna need to block here because I'm not paying attention, which isn't my fault. Does he have an extra one? He does. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad I went the extra one just in case. And we're going to actually fodder off our carnivore here once. Okay, excellent. He did attack. Okay, so he's got 1 left. Can we kill him with? No, we would be just shy. So, now if it wasn't blocking, yes, we could have, but if we would have done 4 attack and he blocked 1, it would have been 3, and it would have killed him. But this way, he should go out all out, hopefully. Excellent, okay. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice a creature to make the rest of your battle that much easier. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and it's gonna have 400 attack, so we need to block 2. And again, hopefully he goes for it here. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario is he doesn't do anything. Alright, so worst case scenario, he's reserving all 4. Best case scenario, well, yeah, so I'm gonna actually block all 5 here. So hopefully he goes for all 6 here. Okay, excellent. I don't like guessing. I don't like guessing this down to the last creature. When you got an extra creature left over, you guess, you make a mistake. Sometimes you can make up for it, so it's not as big a deal. When it's your last creature and you guess and you're wrong, usually that is a fatal error and you are done with. 32 trophies, that's better. Let's see where we go up to here. Predator 23. Let's see what we get here for rewards. Bucks. It's only 10, but it's bucks. I'll take it. I'll take it over food and coin. It makes my tournament prices moot. All right, level 23. Let's see. Still going to be in that same range. So level 40 legendaries, basically. And can't do the exact same team because I don't have another level 40 of that particular herbivore. What we will try is this. For all intents and purposes, the Pachyceratops level 30 and the Uniceras level 40 are very similar. Alright, so it's 3168. We should get a much tougher matchup here than the last one. See how this unfolds. Yep, there's the pterosaurs to start with. And a fairly hard-hitting one at the bottom. Okay. So yes, this is a much tougher battle. So we've got 3,168 ferocity, and the opponent has 4,007 ferocity. So we are looking at a 26% disadvantage here, which means we got to be on our game here. All right, good. He blocked. That's good. Need him to burn some on some blocks here. It'd be really fantastic if he just attacked here. That'd be great. Of course he doesn't. He's got 2, so I'm gonna act like he is blocking 1. And of course he's blocking both. That's okay. Because he's got 3, he's got a burn 1 to move. He thinks I'm blocking 1, so the chances that he attacks aren't great. Still a chance there. That much attack, he might decide to go for it. Nope. Okay, good. So I'm gonna actually swap in this guy. Reserve out. And hopefully he actually attacks for all 4. That would be the best case scenario. And if he doesn't do anything, hey, there we go, perfect. Alright, so now we can bring in our heavier hitting herbivore. Take him out 2. Block 2, reserve 4, because even if he switches, he's going to burn 1 to switch, which means he can only do 3 attack with his carnivore, which isn't enough to take out our Pachyceratops. And we can reserve out a lot more. One, so he's got 3 left. Right, in this case, since we've got all 8, so takes 3 to kill him. I'm gonna assume he's blocking 2, even though he might not be blocking any. Oh, he's blocking all 3. Okay. But again, since it sees that we've got 3 more action points, it's okay that that didn't work out. Alright, so I'm going to do 3 this time, assuming he's blocking 2. Actually, I'm going to do 4, assuming he's blocking 3. Oh, yeah, there's the 2. But since we have enough action points, and we've got enough health, that's going to force him to use all 6, if he thinks we're actually blocking. He might use only 5. There you go. And now we can just do cleanup. So again, tougher match. Let's see if we're rewarded with more trophies for it. Trophies, a little bit more. It's better. Oh, and we've made it all the way to the bottom of Dominator. We'll do more battle of Dominator just to get off the bottom here. See what we get. Anything good? Anything good? DNA is fine. I'm okay with DNA. Alright, and Dominator. So we'll do one battle of Dominator here. Typically, for lower levels, or the upper levels of Predator, I might be doing this guy, this guy, and say this guy, which is 3,910. So we'll see if that's enough. Usually I like to go at 4,000 or more. It's a little bit under that, but let's see what we get here. Oh, geez. Yep, that's gonna hurt. With our very mean Metrophodon off the get-go. And so we're gonna have to swap something out here. This is probably not gonna be a winnable match. And you can see why. Because just with the first two creatures alone, we're at a 56% disadvantage. So we're gonna have to do some serious guessing here to try to come out ahead on this one. I mean, a level 40 VIP, and this is where the computer says you are sandbagging this match. You do not belong in this league at this level, and I'm going to prove it to you by smashing your face in on this match. Yeah, so his team's Ferocity, and I got to reserve out here because I have to take the chance to try to get some action points built up. And since he can one-shot me, he's probably gonna go for it. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. All right, so this match is over. All right, let's try this one more time with a regular matchup that I would do. Since I can't end the video on that. So we'll go with this guy, and then these guys here. So 3 VIP creatures. And you might think it's not that big of a change, but sometimes just eking over the threshold is enough. Yeah, so that's 4,444 ferocity, but it's over the 4,000 mark. And let's see what we get here as a matchup. See if it's more reasonable. Oh yeah, see, much better. What we got here? Some fairly high health on the other side. Yeah, so we've got a matchup of 4,440 ferocity on our side, and they've got 4,659, so a 5% disadvantage to us, but that's a doable disadvantage to overcome. Whereas the last match, we had a 81% disadvantage, which again is where the computer tells you you do not belong in this league with that team. It has nothing to do with getting a bad draw on your opponent's side. It's that you have chosen something that does not belong in this rank of team, and it tells you that. Now there are anomalies where you bring an appropriate team and you just get, I guess I would call it a bad draw. Are you gonna actually go and get disconnected? Oh, awesome. And we're back. So, Ludi, if you could fix that, that would be fantastic. Again, nothing changed on my side, but yet I got disconnected from the PvP match, which is always a bummer because now I am out of those creatures, which is okay because I have plenty of creatures, but some people don't have enough creatures to that can set some people back. So yeah, that's kind of it's a very much an inconvenience. I wasn't moving, my internet connection didn't change. Put the same team in and see if we get a similar matchup here. Let's make sure I go back and cut that out. And a not as easy of a matchup since we've got some heavy hitting that's trying to punish us for it disconnecting. Super high hitting amphibian at the end. Alright, so we've got a 45% disadvantage here, which is a rough disadvantage. And I need to save my other two creatures. He should go for all four here. And it's really that last Gorgosuchus that's going to cause us the biggest problems. Gonna have to reserve two here. Kind of hope that he doesn't attack. He probably will though. Oh, he did not. Okay. So he's got three. Alright, so he needs to do at least 4 to kill us. It'd be better if he does all 5. Okay, well, here we go. It's guessing time. Alright, so I'm just gonna take 2 to kill him. And he's got 1 left. The Gorgosuchus can one-shot us. So the question is, do we do this and the extra one? Alright. So let's see what he does. Be really great if he actually goes all 4 and attacks us. Didn't think he would do that. Okay, so he's got 3 left. Oh god, this is gonna be a... he's blocking 2. Oh god, we've lost. He's gonna go for all 7. He's gonna kill us. Dang it. I'm all thrown off. They're being disconnected. Alright, well, that's 2 losses now. 1 disconnect, 1, well, 3 losses technically. Alright, we're just gonna, oh my goodness. Alright, throwing in a heftier amphibian. Slightly more beefy herbivore and carnivore, and this should give us a easier matchup at this level. I say should. But we will see. Whenever there's a pterosaur in the mix, it's never an easy batch when you're starting off with an amphibian. But there is no advantage, at least against our herbivore. We've got an advantage against 2 of his creatures. Going for it. Let's go. Oh man, this is not going to be good either. Jeez. Let's block 2. Hopefully he goes for 2 here, since our health is so low. It's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, he doesn't go for anything. Man, I do not like my options here. Okay, so he's gonna go for 4. He's got 1 more left. Gonna have to go for it. Okay, good. And the question is he gonna go for it or is he not gonna go for it here? Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. I hope he does all 4. Just 1, okay. So he's got reserving out here because I want to force him to use more of his action points, preferably all of them. Okay, so he's got 1 left, which is okay. He's gonna take 4, 3 to kill him. Let's see. 3. 1 more for his block. Just in case he's not blocking. Could have gone with less blocks there. Probably should have. I'll take 3 to kill him. So if he goes for 3, it'd be great, because then we have no guessing. Oh, if this disconnects again, I'm gonna be pissed, Ludia. You gotta be. Well, apparently Ludia does not want me to get out of the bottom of Dominator. So I'm just gonna go crazy here and just no questions about it. And I'm gonna hit this strong. Okay. Because apparently Ludia has some sort of issue with where I'm at currently. Do all 3. Should. Oh, swapping. Okay. Didn't see that coming. And then attack them. Interesting as well. Oh, just shy, but it's okay. Because the Olympia at the end will be enough to take out his Brestosuchus. Why are you swapping? Makes no sense. It's confused. It's not sure why I'm still here since I should have already moved past this rank. But yes, Ludia, I have not moved. I have not done anything differently. I'm on Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is working fine for all my other devices. But yet, your game on your side, your server, for whatever reason, has kicked me out twice. So if you're watching this video, Ludia, hey, I'd appreciate you looking into what causes that, because it's nothing on my side that's done that. All right, we're off the bottom. Let's see what we get for this stinking prize. Yes, gotta love it when you get food after that. All right, so let's go collect our SDNA from this fiasco. Participate in the tournament, reach Prey League, reach Hunter League, reach Dominator. And now we have enough for our next super rare, super hybrid. I know it's full, I just want to get it ready so that I don't forget to put it in when I do have one available. Oh, what the heck? Why does it not show up? I did do all creatures, right? Oh, no, there it goes. Oh, that's still in super hybrid. All creatures, there we go. Okay. Whew. I was gonna freak out if it thought that I had lost all that super team name. All right, so that's gonna do it for today. So hopefully you guys do not have the same issues that I had with your PvP disconnections. If you do, I'm sorry. I feel your pain, and you know I do. All right, talk to you later. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell will ensure that you'll be notified as I release videos on the channel. If you found this video helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. If there is something specific you would like a video on in the game, please leave a message in the comment section below on what you would like to see. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.